From the morning, I'm getting a strong feeling that you may have a message for me. If you have anything from my higher self or higher mind, can you?
Oh, I'm going to ask you the same question I've been asking, because that's what the higher mind would ask. You do understand that the sensation you call excitement, that's actually your body's translation of a message from the higher mind, saying, do this first, do this now. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I do.
Are you acting on your excitement to the best of your ability with no insistence on a particular outcome every moment that you can?
I'm not.
Why?
I don't know why.
Yes, you do. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid will happen if you do?
I think I just feel maybe lonely or just by myself.
Lonely.
Yeah.
So you're not acting on your highest excitement, which could attract all sorts of people to interact with you in exciting ways because you're lonely?
I don't know what the fear is. I'm just thinking maybe
Yes,
that
you
is,
do. You're just not digging deep enough.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make it conscious. You can't be afraid to find out what your fear is.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you're stopping yourself. You're blocking yourself. You're isolating yourself. And that's why you're experiencing loneliness.
Okay.
Because you're afraid of what will happen if you actually become who you really know you are. What do you imagine is the most terrifying thing that might happen if you acted on your excitement to the degree that you would like to?
Yeah, I'm not very clear on that either.
Is there something that you're not doing you would rather be doing? Anything at all?
Yeah, I should be writing. I should be...
Don't say should.
Mm-hmm.
That's a self-judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something that you would really prefer to be doing that you're not doing? Writing would be exciting?
Writing, yes.
And what else?
And using my voice, somehow
How?
I feel...
What would be one of the most exciting ways you could use your voice?
Being a spiritual teacher, making people understand, what their highest excitement is, and
You mean helping people
Helping
to
them.
understand?
yes,
All right, now, let's go back to the writing. So you're saying you're not writing in the way that you would like to be?
no,
Why not? If you know that that's one of your expressions of excitement, what excuses or reasons are you giving yourself that make it seem logical to not do what you say would be exciting? Why isn't it exciting enough for you to be doing it?
I'm just looking at, day to day, hour to hour things that, this needs to be done and that small thing needs to be done. And
Then you don't understand how excitement works. You don't understand the kit, the toolkit. The toolkit of excitement, when you start acting on the formula, and again, please understand, this is just a description of a mechanism. It works flawlessly. It's working right now. It's just that you're using the mechanism to produce things you don't prefer instead of using it to produce things that you do prefer. But the mechanism is flawless. It always works. If you act to the best of your ability on anything that contains more excitement than any other option, take it as far as you can until you can take it no further, and do that action with absolutely no insistence on a particular outcome. You activate the complete kit of excitement, and the tools in that kit are, it becomes the thing that supports you in all the ways you need to be supported. It becomes the driving engine that moves you through life in the most accelerated way. It becomes the organizing principle of synchronicity that shows you exactly what you need to do, in what order and when, and what you don't have time to do at the end of any given day didn't need to be done. It is also the path of least resistance that allows you to flow through your life most effortlessly. It is the path that connects to all other expressions of excitement, no matter what form they may come in. It is also the reflective mirror that reveals to you anything within you as a definition that may be out of alignment with your excitement, so you can examine it, make it conscious, let it go, and add that energy to your excitement so you can continue to expand. And it leaves nothing relevant out. It's a complete kit, self-contained, self-guiding, self-perpetuating, self-attracting, bringing you everything you need. So when you say, well, I have to do this and I have to do that and these things are getting in the way of my excitement, you're working your life backwards. Because by acting on your excitement, whatever really needs to be done will get done because the timing will be provided for it. And if it doesn't get done, most likely it didn't need to be done either that day or maybe even ever. Okay. You have to trust that the guiding principle will actually show you what you need to do, because many people on your planet are very, very busy doing all sorts of things that they probably don't really need to do. You can be much more efficient and streamlined in your life by allowing the principle of synchronicity to guide you as to what actually needs to be done that's in alignment with who you are, and when it needs to be done that's in alignment with who you are, and with whom it needs to be done that's in alignment with where you are, and where it needs to be done that's in alignment with who you are, and nothing else.
Okay.
Does this help?
Yeah, it does. And I feel...
so when will you start writing?
I'll start tonight, this evening.
All right. Yeah. Is that exciting?
Yes.
And drop any expectations about what the writing is supposed to get you or what's supposed to happen with it. Do it because that's what excites you, for its own sake. That's it.
Okay.
We share these ideas. We communicate with your civilization and other civilizations because this is who we are. This is what excites us. If you don't pay attention to anything we share with you, we don't care. We would do this anyway because this is what excites us. But we know that because it is what excites us and it's because it is who we are, there are those who will absorb the information and make it their own and use it to accelerate their lives in a positive way. We know that must be so. So we don't have to care who does and doesn't pay attention to the information. We know the people that need to pay attention to it will pay attention to it and use it. We know that the people who don't need to use it won't pay attention to it, and they're not our audience anyway, so who cares?
Okay.
I do this because this is who I am, and that's the only reason to do it. No other reason. Whatever happens, happens, and we trust that whatever happens will be exactly the thing that needs to happen in perfect order. Because we know that's how things work. Mm-hmm. It's as simple as that.
And I feel the procrastination habit is also connected to this because what I'm procrastinating on are the things which don't excite me, but I'm not doing what excites me. And higher mind is showing me that you are not doing these things because I'm not excited about it.
But you can use your procrastination in a positive way, because if you are attempting to do something that you say excites you, but you're procrastinating, that's your first clue that your definition of how you're going about it isn't in alignment with who you are. Because if it was, you would be on it. You'd be jumping at it. You'd be doing it. You'd be passionate about being passionate. Any procrastination to do the thing you say you would love to do shows you that you're not going about it in the way that actually works best for you. Discover what that is. Investigate what that would be, and you'll get more excited about it, and you will see that it's an actual easy path. It's just that you're thinking it's more difficult than it is because you're going down a path that isn't yours.
So investigation, the best method is to go into meditation? Is that what
if you want to use meditation, that's fine, but you can think it through too.
Okay.
You just have to discover what your definition of your relationship about how you're going about something is, and find out if you can, with your imagination and communication with the higher mind, create a definition that works better for you than the one that you're using. Okay. For example, if you're saying, well, I am excited about writing, but somehow I don't seem to be able to get started. Well, what's a reason why I would hold back from doing what excites me? Well, let's see. Maybe I think for some reason I'm going to get lost on the page, or I'm going to have to sit there at the computer for hours and hours typing away. Well, maybe that's not your way of writing. Maybe if you go out somewhere in a park and take a piece of paper and a pencil, maybe the words will flow more naturally for you that way. If there's any procrastination, it just means you're not doing it in the way that's most in alignment with you. Find out what the way is that's most in alignment, and everything will start flowing again.
Gotcha.
Yes?
Okay. Yes.
Does that help?
Yeah, it does.
How exciting.